Hi, my name's Fred and this is my bar, and these are my top 5 holiday or Christmas drinks. That's right, this isn't your grandmother's eggnog, or actually my grandmother's eggnog, but it is delicious. We're going to be making eggnog, Puerto Rican eggnog or Coquito, a peppermint patty drink, a hot buttered rum, as well as a snow bear. All delicious. If you like this video, please click on the link below, and at the end of this video, please look for all of my other bar and restaurant related videos. Thanks for watching. Okay, the first drink we're making tonight is called a Peppermint Patty. What you're going to need is 1 packet of hot cocoa, and of course you're going to mix that up. I have it here already, but we're not going to use that just yet. And to mix with that, you're going to need 1.5 ounces of peppermint schnapps. I am using Rumpelmann's. So we got 1.5 ounces of the peppermint schnapps. We are going to add the hot cocoa to it. Ooh. Looks delicious. And then we're going to top this with whipped cream. And just to give it some nice decoration, a little bit of chocolate syrup. And that is your peppermint patty. Delicious. Okay, the next drink we're making right now is called the Snow Bear. What you're going to need is 2 ounces of amaretto. I do not have a pour spout in this, so I'm using a jigger. 2 ounces of amaretto. You're always, when you're making a blended drink, going to put your liquids in first, and then you're going to add 1 ounce of half and half. I'm going to use the jigger again since I have it out. Then on top of that, we're going to add 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream. Oh, that came out rather nice. As well as just a little bit of ice. Now we're going to go blend this up. I apologize, my blender is not close, but I will make this quick. And what we have here is the Snow Bear. Ooh. And I always like to put a little whipped cream right in the middle. Fantastic. Okay, for the hot buttered rum batter, what you're going to need is, which I've already microwaved, you need 1 stick or 4 ounces of butter. I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, let it sit for, it's not hot, you can touch it, so it's 1 stick of melted butter. You're going to use 1 cup of brown sugar, put it in there, and we're going to mix that all up, that out of the way. And then I have it mixed over here nice. You need 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, and then 1/4 teaspoon of ground clove, and we're going to add those in right now. There's your 1.5 of cinnamon and your 1/4 of clove. They're all connected, so I'm going to do this nice and neat. Good. And now we're going to just incorporate everything, and this is going to be your batter. Once all the sugar is dissolved, we're going to put this in the refrigerator and let it thicken. You could actually even put it in the freezer and give the batter as gifts. People really love it. Alright, and there's the batter, just to show you. I'm going to continue to stir this, but we're going to put it in the fridge and we'll come back to this once it's thickened. Alright, the next drink we're making is a hot buttered rum, and what better mug to put it in than a Santa mug. Let me show you what the product looks like after the batter thickens. I already had made one for someone in the back, so there's how the batter is going to look once it thickens up. But what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 tablespoons of this batter, and you're going to put it in your drink, in your mug. So you've got the 2 tablespoons in there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add, I prefer spiced rum for this, so I'm using Captain Morgan's. You're going to pour 2 ounces of Captain Morgan's in there. And then on top of that, you're going to fill the glass with hot water or hot or warm cider. I prefer the water, but the cider is delicious as well. So then when you have it in there, We are going to stir it up. I'm going to use a cinnamon stick here to start breaking up all the batter that's in there. And then as soon as you don't feel the batter anymore, it is ready to go. And there it is. And that is your hot buttered rum. I'm just going to show you what it looks like from the top here. Mmm. Delicious. Alright, for this next drink, we're going to make a Puerto Rican eggnog or Coquito. What you're going to need is 2 eggs, which we're going to put into a blender. And then with the 2 eggs, you are going to need 14 ounces of, this is the condensed milk. The 14 fluid ounces of condensed milk. Okay. And then we're going to need 12 fluid ounces of evaporated milk. Okay. And then we are going to need 14 ounces of coconut milk. I'm using the Goya coconut milk. I also have a spatula. Sometimes this gets a little sticky in there. I want to get everything out. There we go. Then in addition to that, we're going to need a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. We're going to need a 1/4 teaspoon of ground clove. We're going to need a pinch of nutmeg. Just gonna boop boop. Where's my rum here? There it is. I'm using Bacardi rum here, but you're going to need 1 cup of the rum. And just for good measures, a little extra. And now we're going to take this, we're going to blend it up till it's all incorporated. Looks and smells delicious. We're going to make the drink first. Let's put it right about there. And I am going to garnish that with a cinnamon stick. So that is your Coquito. Now what I like to do as well is this batch I made is going to make, let's find out. So this one makes approximately 1 3/4 to 2 liters, or almost 2 quarts of the Puerto Rican eggnog. We're going to take this and chill it, and it is delicious. Alright, and the next recipe we're making is classic eggnog. Now there are literally tons of different eggnog recipes, so this is my eggnog recipe. What you're going to need is 4 eggs, and I use the entire egg. I just don't take the yolks out, I use everything. So 4 eggs, and we're going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar to that. And then once you get the 1/2 cup of sugar, you're going to mix it. Let me get my whisk. And then what you're going to do is continue to whisk the eggs and the sugar until you get a nice thicker there we go. It's coming around nice. And then as you're doing this, and now I see that all the sugar is slowly dissolving, and we have a nice sort of thick egg batter here. We're going to add to this. We're going to add to this 1 quart of 1/2 and 1/2. Alright, let me start stirring this up now. Oh, there it goes. It's getting a nice color. Alright, right, into this, I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, as well as just a pinch of clove, because I like the clove. There we go. We're going to mix that in now. Oh yeah, it's looking fantastic. I wish I had a clear bowl so you guys could see what this looks like. And now, for my favorite part of the eggnog, we're going to add 1 cup of bourbon, as well as a 1/4 cup of brandy. We're going to mix that in. Oh, ooh. This is smelling fantastic. All right, I'm going to try to put this in just to my blender cup now, just so I can pour it into a. Let's see if I can do this without spilling any. Let's give it a shot. There you go. And now you should let this chill. Honestly, you should let it chill for overnight. I like to let mine chill for a minimum of 7 days, to be quite honest with you. I like putting it in the back of the fridge and then letting it chill. It'll thicken up a little bit. But then when you're ready for service, you're going to add it to a glass. And you're going to garnish that with a dash of cinnamon or a cinnamon stick. I am going to do both here. And that is your eggnog. Now let's see how much my batch made here. I've got another container. So it makes about 1.5 liters or a little over. Probably 1.5 quarts of about 1 liter of product. Now we're going to lid this up and put it away and get ready for service. Hey, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Again, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe on the link below. And at the end of this video, which is right now, please look for all of my other bar and restaurant related videos. Thanks for watching.